Outrageous. Morning, flockers. We're not sure if I'm going to keep flockers, but I'll give it a whirl. This morning, today we are getting in 2 groups of sheep. Number 1 is our turnips, where we've got some fat lambs for our butcher shop, so we'll go and get them in and get 4 or 5 off of there. And then on the way back, we've got some little tup lambs that it's time to cash in because we're massively in the overdraft. They're not going to exactly, we won't be popping the Bollinger after selling them, but they will, you know, come to a little bit of money. It's Ashford Market tomorrow. Today's Monday, so they'll go to Ashford Market tomorrow, and then it'll be another week till we get our check. So that is the job for today. Just getting Slowy to reverse back onto this bale of hay so we can roll it up in there, because I was sorting out the GoPro because I'm a YouTuber now. This is painful. Whoa! Too painful. I've done it before, so.
I did what you said. It's coming round too
A bit too tight.
car.
Heel.
Oh shit.
Going for it.
Ah! Ah! We're in. These here are our turnips. This is our turnip field. Fancy, hey? Don't look like much though, does it? But there's actually loads and loads and loads of grub here. But due to the unseasonably dry weather, I mean, look at this. Last year, this would have been like fucking slurry mud. It's just unreal how dry it is. But so because of the weather, the farmer who we have this land off wants to start prepping it for drilling for next year, which I can't really blame him for, because the year before last it was so wet he couldn't actually get anything in, and it just messed everyone up. So because it's dry, he wants to take advantage of the weather, so he actually wants us to leave this now. We've got another 4 acres just through there to do, so I said we'll move them in a couple of days, and then we'll just have to leave this behind. We haven't really had enough sheep this year to graze all this. We've kind of just got a few coal ewes and a few of our lambs for our butcher shops. We haven't really had enough stock this year. The price was so good in the autumn that we just sold a lot of store lambs that we should have, well, actually no, I think we've done the right thing, but still, we haven't had enough sheep basically. So we're kind of in the stage of our farming journey, like our career, where we buy stuff that shits and not shines. So we just invest in stock and stuff that we really need, rather than like fancy handling systems. So we have a lot of broke ass hurdles held together by baling twine. I call it the scraply. So we got the scraply, and today for some reason I haven't bought enough. So our pen's tiny. We've got to try and get 100 ewes in there. It's not going to be very good, so this might be quite entertaining trying to get these in. Yeah, there's about 100 sheep out there, so see what happens. Come on, Indy. Secret weapon. Indy, the sheep are over there. Come on. push him, Indy, push him. Push him, hold him. Push him, Indy, go on. Woo! Hold him. Get up. Hold him. Good job.
Boom, and they are in. So in here we have our grazing ewes, which are basically old ewes, old grandmas of the sheep world that just can't lamb again, shouldn't be lambed again. They're grazing these turnips just to get fat, and they'll go to the market. And then we have stuff like this. These are prime hoggets. A hogget is basically a lamb from last year, born in April last year, so it's about 9-10 months old. Another one there. They're what we put through our butcher shop. So that's what we're here for today. So we're gonna have to draft all these old girls off, separate them from the hoggets, and then pick the 5 hoggets we want to go through the shop. That is our mission for today. What I am slightly pissed off about is every year we buy people's grazing ewes, and every year a few of them lamb when they shouldn't. So we buy them in lamb, we don't know, and then they have a lamb, and they have them out on this stuff, and usually we're like 2 foot in mud, and the poor little lamb's out here in the pissing rain. I stress all night, worry, and I'm like, oh, I've got to go and get the lamb. So I drive down here at stupid o'clock in the morning, pick the lamb up, take it home. This year, dry as a bone, not one single one. Not one single accidental bonus lamb. Couldn't make it up.
The only time Indy's ever interested in hanging around when I'm eating.
Look out, Grandma's pregnant. We do have an in-lammer. I spoke too soon.
Whoa. You chose the wrong one. You chose the wrong one to do the demo.
This hill's a sheep.
Right, hang on. So,
what's hard with my hogget? When we're finding out if a lamb is fat or not, we feel along the back here, along the backbone, either side is basically it's the lamb chops. And you know, you get like a little bit of fat on them or a lot of fat on them, that we can feel that from just touching them. It's kind of something you have to pick up after a while, and you get better and better at it, especially if you have the carcass back, you can see it. But we just feel along the loin there, and you can feel how fit they are and if they're ready to go. And that's pretty much it. I don't like our lambs over fat. Some people like more fat than others, but I'm not really into fat, so.
Why don't you like fat on a lamb, Chris? Makes me feel sick.
Yeah, they make me feel a bit sick. I get the shits the next day, actually. Gives me the shits. If you notice that some of these lambs are a lot smaller than others, and they've got sort of sticky balls all over them, basically they're Hebridean Southdowns, and they've been living on our conservation grazing, and I only weaned them the other week. I actually got stuck trying to get these out. We have jackknifed in the gateway. We're a bit stuck now. Against the fence, that's the fence post. And the trailer, she is, yeah, she's in there. It's working. They're not good noises. They aren't good noises. Never mind, we're all well. Lambs are well. We good. But basically, can you see how much bigger the other sheep are than these? That is purely down to the farming of them, because they haven't had anything good to eat at all. They've been living on really, really poor quality grazing. And I'm actually going to take these to market tomorrow and sell them. Probably go store lambs to someone. I think they'll be better than us trying to get them fat or grow them on now. So
They're going to go, I reckon, about £70. What do you reckon? Drop a comment below.
What's your favourite breed of lamb, Chris?
Favourite breed?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the hillbilly stuff, soways and stuff like that. Although I do really appreciate a good lamb like these. Oh, I do appreciate.
What's that?
They're like texels out of our ewes or something like this. Look, that's a proper market topper. That is a proper market topper. Dip down the loin and everything. Like that there's a bit quality. Lamb, look nice. Pretty good. Said the weight wrong anyway. Fresh sausages delivered to your door on Thursday. Then
You want me to throw that?
your free hands.
3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. This week's selection. So we've got some stores in here, we got some fats and Mrs. Pego.
Trust.
Tell them how cute you are.
How cute am I?
Yeah. 10? Gavin. Right, no judging. These are the top lambs I was telling you about. We got some stores, very much
Late
stores.
lambs.
Late lambs, very late lambs.
It's something I learned, right, that if you have late lambs, always take them separate, always put them separate somewhere else, because otherwise
They pick up really heavy worm burdens from the older lambs. And that's kind of why these guys are so stunted. But yeah, these are sort of some top lambs we left some nuts on. Just pretty feral that we just never caught, so they just remained intact. And then there's some better ones there that might have had a unascended testicle.
One ball.
Undescended
A
testicle?
uniball.
Uniball. There's some
Or-
uniballs.
A uniball, or sometimes some of them might have had like a bad foot that doesn't get better.
Bad foot?
They might have had a bad foot that never got better.
Oh right, sorry, yeah, it might have been lame. No, these are top lambs I'm talking about, like the free good ones. Free good ones there. But yeah, they just had a undescended testicle.
It's just called an uniball.
Oonballs. Yeah, you don't really want to, you just want to put them in a group. So yeah, and then there's some like
and then there's
things that look
like
like German Shepherds, like that. Yeah, that's just a late born lamb. That's what we're going to market with. What are you saying? £1,000? Maybe. Hopefully, it's 20 something, so there'll be a bit more than that, hopefully.
that's it. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap though, isn't it?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Morning. So it's Tuesday morning now. It's market day. I'm a bit late for market already.
This is the absolute assortment we have for market. Wouldn't be my proudest bunch, but I told you.
Don't judge.
I've just got a few ear tags to sort out and then we'll be on our way. So we got a pen of 5 and another pen of 5. These are in the fat sections. And we got a pen of 4 ram lambs here. I put these in the fat. They're quite lean, but you can't really put them in stores this time of year because they just won't make the money. So they're lean fats, 37 kilos. Then we got 3 pens of stores. There's 2, a 7 or 8, 4, 8, 7, 7, and then some ram lambs that aren't going to make much. But that's what I'll set up today.
Oh, having to do this by fucking bright light. Today, overall, really good day, I think. My 3rd pen of sheep, the 4 Hebridean cross Southdown tup lambs, the ones with the horns, they only weighed 36 kilos at £91. £91. I think that's probably the best sold sheep I've ever had. They weren't anything spectacular. They weren't over heavy, just the trade's on fire, and they were pretty well sold. So really, really happy with that. Never ever underestimate those little sheep. There's a market for everything in the UK. You can always sell them lambs. I think they're probably the best profit margin we have, those little sheep. So yeah, very happy. Well, thank you very much for watching my YouTube. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe. I need all the encouragement I can get.